So, you want to sell digital products. Personally, I think that's a no-brainer decision, and I'm happy that you've taken the first step, but there's just one problem. What kind of digital products should you sell? It can be pretty overwhelming when there are so many options out there, and I know it feels like you have to get this part right, or else the whole thing could fall apart. The truth is, the niche you choose really matters. Don't worry too much. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do it the right way, and by the end of this, you'll have a clear idea of where to start and even some specific ideas you can take inspiration from. First things first. Why does picking a niche even matter? Well, think of it like this. You wouldn't open a restaurant without deciding what kind of food you're going to serve, would you? It's the same thing with digital products. If you try to create a product for everyone, you'll end up appealing to no one. You need to get specific so your product speaks directly to a particular group of people. That's what a niche is, a focused area of interest that you can serve better than anyone else. Now, finding the right niche doesn't have to be complicated, but it does take some thought. So how do you actually go about picking one? Let's break it down. Step 1, start with what you know. The easiest way to start is by looking at your own skills and passions. What do you know a lot about? What do you enjoy doing? If you're going to be creating and selling digital products, you want it to be something you don't get bored of after a month. So think about your hobbies, your job, things people ask for your advice on, or maybe something you've recently learned and are excited about. But here's the catch. Just because you love something doesn't mean it's a profitable niche. That's why the next step is to figure out if there's demand for it. If you're passionate about a subject that nobody's willing to pay for, well, that's not going to work, is it? Step 2. Find out if people are actually interested. Now that you've got a few ideas, you need to do some research to see if people are actually spending money in those areas. Here's how you do that. First, head over to Google and start typing in some keywords related to your niche idea. Pay attention to the autocomplete suggestions that pop up. This is Google giving you a peek at what people are searching for, which can be a huge hint that there's interest in your topic. You can also use Google Trends to see if there's a lot of search traffic for your niche and if it's been growing or declining. Next, check out platforms like Etsy and Gumroad. These are places where people sell digital products like ebooks, templates, and courses. Look up your niche idea and see how many products are out there. If there are a lot of them, that's usually a good sign that people are buying. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. If you see competitors, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means there's a market, but you do need to figure out how you can stand out. More on that later. Another thing you can do is head to social media platforms like YouTube or Instagram and see if people are talking about your niche. You might even find influencers who are already serving that audience. This can give you an idea of how big the niche is and what kind of content people are consuming. Step 3, get specific. Once you've validated that there's a demand for your niche, it's time to get even more specific. Instead of creating a product for the broad category of fitness, for example, think about narrowing it down to something like home workout plans for new moms. Or instead of making a digital planner for everyone, think about creating a productivity planner for freelancers. The more specific you get, the easier it will be to target your audience. People will feel like the product was made just for them, and that makes them way more likely to buy. So now that you've got an idea of how to find a niche, let's talk about some of the best niches and types of digital products to sell in 2024. I've done my homework, and these are not only profitable, they're also growing. AI prompts. AI is absolutely booming right now, and one niche that's really taking off is AI prompts. Here's the thing. A lot of people are using AI tools like ChatGPT, but they're not getting the best results because they don't know how to ask the right questions. That's where AI prompts come in. You can create and sell bundles of well-crafted prompts that help people get the most out of their AI tools. For example, if you know how to write prompts for marketing strategies or product ideas, you could package those up and sell them. This niche is great because it taps into the growing demand for AI, and it's something you can create even if you're not a tech expert. Digital planners. Digital planners have been a big trend for a while, but in 2024, they're still going strong. People love being organized, and digital planners make it easy to keep track of goals, tasks, and schedules without the need for paper. The best part is that you can create planners for specific groups of people. Maybe you make a fitness planner for people who love CrossFit, or a goal-setting planner for students. There's a lot of flexibility here, and you don't need advanced design skills to get started. Tools like Canva make it super simple to create something professional-looking. 3D models and game assets. If you're into 3D design or gaming, this niche is on fire right now. With the rise of the metaverse and virtual reality, there's a growing demand for 3D assets like character models, game environments, and animations. Even if you don't know how to create these yourself, you can collaborate with designers or use existing platforms to sell them. The gaming industry is massive, and there's a lot of money to be made in creating digital assets that game developers can use. AI-generated art and printables. Selling digital art is another niche that's been around for a while, but thanks to tools like Canva and Leonardo AI, it's easier than ever for beginners to get started. You can create wall art, posters, or printable designs that people can download and print at home. home. Sites like Etsy are perfect for this kind of product. And if you have a creative eye, you can stand out by offering unique designs that appeal to specific tastes or trends. Online courses. If you have expertise in any area, whether it's photography, coding, or personal finance, creating and selling an online course is a great way to make money. Platforms like Udemy and Teachable make it easy to set up and sell your course, and there's a growing market for self-paced learning. The key here is to offer real value. People will pay for a course if they feel like they're going to learn something that will truly help them. So focus on creating something that solves a specific problem for your audience. Remember, the most important thing is to start with something you're passionate about and then make sure there's a market for it. And don't forget to get specific. The more you niche down, the easier it will be to stand out from the crowd. Now, I want to hear from you. What niche are you thinking about exploring? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more tips on building your digital product business.